Every single mental health issue, every single physical health issue, from cancer to bipolar to schizophrenia to mild depression, gets worse if you're not doing those 5 things and gets better if you're doing those 5 things. Yeah, those little things, especially getting sunlight in your eyes early in the day. I always say like 5 to 10 minutes minimum without sunglasses. It sets in motion so many things through the neurons in your eye that they connect directly to this area of your brain called the hypothalamus that in turn releases all these chemicals and hormones that create alertness, immune system function during the day, and they set this timer on sleep so that it makes it much easier to fall asleep at night. And on an overcast day or a really cloudy day, you want to do that more, not less. Then in the evening, 10 p.m. onward, try and just dim the lights down. It's not a problem to watch a movie or be on your computer or phone, but just dim it way down and just really try and not get blasted with bright lights because that disrupts a bunch of things, melatonin and your sleep signals. It really is not good. So during the day, you want sunlight as much as you can, bright light, all these bright lights that we're getting beamed with right now. Great, because it's early day. And then in the evening, just dim it down, red lights, and you'll feel so much better. Fundamentally, the most important thing for mental health and physical health, wound healing, recovery from injuries, testosterone, libido, metabolism. I mean, it's just, I would place it right up there in the top 5 of, get regular sleep of sufficient duration, get sunlight in the morning, and try and avoid bright light from artificial lights in the middle of the night. Every once in a while is fine. Get regular movement, exercise. For some people that's skateboarding, other people it's like running, weightlifting, whatever. Get it. Proper nutrition, which is really simple. Whether or not you're vegan, vegetarian, omnivore, carnivore, whatever, the key is try and make about 3/4 or more of your food intake from non-processed foods. Those would be foods like that would essentially spoil if you left them out. That could be meat and fish if that's in your diet, but if not, it could be fruits, vegetables, or for me, like all those things. And then minimally processed foods like rice, oatmeal, pasta, those kinds of things. And try and limit the highly processed foods, which are the things that basically could like survive on the shelf forever. Try and make those 25% or less of your food intake. I think regardless of what foods people are eating, everyone agrees you're going to be a much healthier human being. And you're going to require far less supplements to get your vitamins and minerals and all that stuff. It just kind of makes sense. And it's the one thing that everyone in the realm of nutrition seems to agree on. And then the last one is quality social connection. That people who are really isolated, they don't do well. Even if you're a loner, like you have to connect with people at some point. And so, and if you're in toxic relationships, just end them before the 31st of this year. But if you think about the things I just said, regular sleep of sufficient quality and duration, sunlight, exercise, quality nutrition, social connection, every single mental health issue, every single physical health issue, from cancer to bipolar to schizophrenia to mild depression, gets worse if you're not doing those 5 things and gets better if you're doing those 5 things. The challenge is people sometimes are so back on their heels that they can't seem to exercise. They can't seem to get their act together to engage in quality nutrition, or every relationship they try, friendship or otherwise, just seems to kind of go bad. So there is a case sometimes for intervening in the mental health issue first, but the more we learn, the more we discover that those kind of core 5 pillars, none of which, by the way, require that you purchase anything. I mean, you have to buy food, admittedly, right? But everyone has to eat sooner or later.
But sunlight is free.
Yeah, but we're not talking about a program. We're not talking about a kit or a supplement. Those things have their use, just like cold showers and ice baths and saunas have their use and all that. But what we're really talking about is everyone making sure that they're taking care of the foundational elements of their health. And everything gets much worse if you're not doing those things consistently. And everything gets much better if you are. And the final point is, like, no one can do those 5 things for us. That's like, there's no way you can look outside yourself to solve those 5 things.